Hi my dear Scorpios, welcome back to my channel. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy whatever holiday whenever you watch this. Today we'll do a little reading for all the Scorpios Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's not really it's not gonna be time specific, so feel free to watch this whenever. Before we get started, guys, I just wanted to announce that I finally made a new channel. So I moved all my astrology content to the new astrology channel. There's going to be a link in the cards and also in the description box for those of you guys who are interested in that kind of content to sign up. We're going to be talking about astrology, different esoteric stuff. Maybe I'll upload some travel content as well from like the cool places I travel to around the world. So check it out. Don't forget to subscribe, share it with your friends. It will really help me out a lot. We just started on the channel, so it's like super new. So hope to see you there. Once again, I've moved all my astrology content to that channel, and also I will be uploading new videos on that channel about astrology and different stuff like that. So if you're interested, check it out. And before we get started, this video is sponsored by my astrology course. If you want to study astrology with me, I'm a Western evolutionary Kabbalistic astrologer with experience of about 10 years at this point. Check out my astrology courses. There is a beginner's course where we start from absolute scratch and I teach you everything, how to generate your chart, how to look at the very basics of aspects, different planets, different signs. And then there is also intermediate advanced course for those of you who want to go deeper. We are going to be discussing things like synastry, composite charts, different fixed stars, fixed degrees, very much like more in-depth level. And what's good about intermediate advanced course is that it comes with an automatic access to the beginner's course as well. So it's a pretty good deal for that course. So anyway, let's get started, Scorpios. All the other information is going to be, as always, in the description box. And I have to say this because, believe it or not, people still ask me, where can I find this, where can I find that? All the things, if the readings option is available, if there are whatever other things available, is going to be in the description box. Follow me on Instagram if you'd like to be friends. Check it out. Anyway, let's get started, Scorpios. Let's see what is the energy for you coming up. Just, let's see love, let's see other things. I'm always super excited to do Scorpio readings because you guys love me a lot. So let's just see. I'm gonna start using this Lenormand oracle that I just got. I got it I think yesterday or a couple of days ago. Super cool. Let's get started with the Scorpios. What do my Scorpios need to know? But whenever you watch this, this is not specific to any specific date. Let's see, my dear Scorpios. I hope you guys feel a lot of love today, whether you're single or with someone. I think that, I talk about this, by the way, in my 2021 prediction for Scorpios. This is going to be one of the best years to manifest the kind of love you never had before. And I'm not just saying that because it sounds cool. Really, astrologically, some of the most rarest auspicious transits for Scorpios are coming when it comes to healing intimacy, when it comes to healing, family relationships, settling down, really like finding someone you can really be like at home with. So a lot of good stuff coming. Check out that video. It's going to be linked as well in the cards and like down below too for 2021. Let's see, Scorpios. Oh wow, card not coming out. I feel like you guys are holding a lot inside right now. I know this is not like time specific, but time wise when I'm recording this, and maybe even when you watch this later, you would resonate with the energy. At the moment, there is a lot of planets in Scorpio's fourth house, which is like the very depth, the very bottom of Scorpio's chart. So some people literally feel like, they are like a lot of emotions are coming up, but some Scorpios I know just literally been feeling kind of like what do you call it, when you're numb. I was gonna say dumb, but not dumb, numb. When it's like you just feel like very detached, because Aquarius is also very detached signs. However, fourth house is the emotional also foundation. So there is this very weird feeling where you kind of like are aware of a lot of your own emotions and thoughts, and yet you're kind of not feeling anything. You're feeling sort of numb. It's almost like it's very unusual, I think, right now energy for Scorpios, where it's almost like you are not feeling anything. Like, you know how sometimes you go through this extreme, you know, ups and downs where you feel love, but then you feel hate, and now you feel strangely calm. Like, it's almost like nothing really, you know, is like, there's nothing going on that's really driving you crazy. You're just very calm. Okay, let's see what it's about. We have here interesting fish. Check out the video that I just posted yesterday. I'm gonna also link it down below. It was a pick a card. One of the piles got the fish, this exact card. I think that for you, this is of course King of Diamonds in the playing cards. I think that for you, there is soon gonna be, especially in the months of Pisces, but once again, even if you watch it later, there's gonna be abundance of resources, abundance of connections, abundance of just prosperity, abundance. Like, what else can you say with a fish? Fish is one of the most suspicious cards in the Lenormand tarot. And I'm just getting whether we are talking money, like an actual resources, whether we are talking, you know, manifesting like new friendships, the one perhaps. I think it's coming. Like, they are showing me that it's like you are still going, I think as of right now, through a bit of a process of a cleanse, where maybe, yes, you had some losses, maybe there were some goodbyes you had to say, maybe things like didn't pan out the way you expected them to pan out. So there is a bit of sadness, which I think is normal, or maybe you're just not feeling anything, like for those who are said were feeling more numb. But I think you should not let anything that's going on in your life, good or bad, get you discouraged, because I think there is this it's like a big opportunity that's coming up. And this is very much in line with like all the previous Scorpio readings I've done, where there was this thing where I saw how it's not about like wasting your energy on a small fish in the pond, because like the bigger fish is coming, literally, like some kind of big fish is coming. So it's like, it's almost, there's been certain things that didn't work out in your life, or maybe like the returns were not what you expected, because there is a much bigger fish to catch. And I think it's important for you to, you know, not give up, have faith in that. I also feel that there is going to be a very important connection you're going to make soon. It could be with a gentleman, it could be with a lady, whatever. It's like, it's someone you haven't met yet, but this person is going to be very important, because they are gonna open to you a world of opportunities and of things you didn't know existed. I'm almost getting like you're going to meet this person, maybe it's someone you already met, where it's like there is going to be this energy where you almost feel like it's too good to be true. There is something where you are used to people being unkind to you. I feel like you are used to people using you, and even check out, we talked about this in another video I uploaded. I feel like you're at this point are not expecting much good from people, because you kind of know that there is not much good, you know, to expect. But I'm getting like the universe in a way wants to change this narrative for you. And I don't know, this has been coming up maybe before, something similar to that, maybe in a couple of previous readings. So this is something that if I'm seeing, usually when I'm seeing energy come up over and over again repetitively, it's something like very important. Maybe it's even like astrologically related to whatever collective is like going through. Okay, and the card that's flying out, interesting, like right next after the 35, which is how you say it in English, it's the I know like the Russian word for this card, it's a yakuri, but it's anyway, it's basically like this card represents, oh my god, I felt so bad, it's the anchor. I was like, yakuri, the anchor. Yeah, so I think it's interesting because this card literally comes right after this fish, and it's like it literally jumped out of the deck. I'm getting that you will soon be in a place where, you know, you will really put down your roots. So if something up to this point didn't really stick with you, whether we are talking relationships, projects, jobs, friends, like don't fret over it, because even though I feel like you're kind of feeling down because there's been certain situations which you really had a lot of hopes for, but they kind of didn't really, you know, turn to what you really wanted and hoped them to be, it's fine, because I think those were just like a learning experiences. Now you are in a place, you're prepared to enter a space where you're going to put your roots down, and only things that are meant to stay with you for a long time, things that are really meant to be in your life, are going to be the things that stay. So that's major. Once again, I feel like it's important for you to have that understanding, because I think some of you are still a little bit in that space where you're wishing things were different right now. You're wishing like maybe that, you know, a certain relationship would work out, or a certain job or whatever. You're feeling like not your best, to be honest. It's not like you're feeling bad, but it's like you're in that weird space where like it's just, you know, not good, not bad, but kind of weird, which I think for Scorpios is always weird, because we're like the sign of like extreme ups and downs, but it's fine. And I think that this year, especially because something I was teaching in the webinar for all who joined, Mars, which is the ruling planet of Scorpio this year, is going to be changing signs a lot, which is different from what we've seen, for example, in 2020. Like in 2020, we've seen Mars staying in the sign of Aries for half 2020. So half a year, Mars was in the same sign. Now, what's interesting about this year, 2021, is from the very beginning of the year, you know, Mars entered Taurus, and it's gonna basically go through Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. I'm not sure, does it enter Sagittarius in the end as well, but basically it's switching like 6 or something times the sign, which is a ruling planet. So it shows that this year you are gonna go through very accelerated learning speed. Like you are gonna learn and you're gonna change a lot of your beliefs, a lot of your energy is gonna change. And like, if there are things that even, you know, until the end of the year, certain things that are leaving you are not working out, don't fret, because things that are really meant to stay with you, no matter what changes you're going through, no matter what, you know, no matter how much you are changing, the things that are meant to stay in your life are gonna stay. Anyway, let's start with tarot now. So this was pretty powerful. Let's see, for my dear Scorpios, what do you guys need to know? Always excited to do your reading. Let's see. Okay, so we have a couple of cards coming up. We have the first card, it's the Nine of Cups. We also have here Strength card. Ouch. And we also have here the Sun. Okay, so what I'm getting from this Queen of Wands at the bottom, you could have Leo in your chart, or there is also maybe a person with the Leo in their chart that you could be meeting soon, or maybe somehow connected to. I feel that as much as some of you, I feel like you guys are not seeing that, you are gonna have a lot of things that, you know, like with the Nine of Cups, this is my blessings card. This is when you are sitting and you are like, look at all this amazing stuff I have. Look at, you know, all the blessings that the universe has given me. And I'm not giving like a sugar-coated reading, but you yourself know, if you read tarot, Nine of Cups is like, you cannot interpret this as a negative card, even if you try. So what I'm getting is like be easy on yourself now, because I know that once again a lot of Scorpios kind of want to push and have like big changes, big results right away, start the year like that. But it's okay if things are a bit slow. It's okay if like certain things maybe are not working out the way you expect them to, because regardless of what's happening, I think you are going to be guided in the right direction, and you're going to have a lot of things to be very happy, you know, for. We also have here the Strength card, which to me, of course, this is the card that represents Leo, but it's also with this specific configuration, you know, this could represent your 8th house where you currently have the North Node, and this is also the card that represents your career house, which is Leo. So I'm getting that there are certain things that you are focused on right now, which you have to ask yourself whether your like material desires, needs, and, you know, like goals, projects are aligned with your spiritual needs. Honestly, I feel like for a lot of you guys who will ask me like, oh, I've been trying to manifest like this and that, but like why is it not working out or whatever. If by any means at this moment you are experiencing a situation where you are trying for something but it just doesn't go the way you want it to be, I think it has to do with a bit of a disconnect from your higher self, what your higher self wants, what your soul wants, and what your very like grounded self also is trying to do. I'm getting that it's not a matter of rejecting what your material needs are or what your physical needs are in this world. It's never about that. We should never be attempting to transcend the physical. Sure, we can improve ourselves, but it's never, you know, spiritual journey. It's never about transcending or denying the physicality. It's a very wrong idea. It's more about connecting and reconciling my higher self, what my higher self wants, and what are the things, what are the actions I'm taking in this world. So I feel like for you, this is a moment right now to see how can you bridge the gap from maybe something that seems like totally out of your reach because it's way too spiritual, not grounded in reality, to also being way too grounded. I'm getting like you guys, maybe like last year when there was so much Capricorn energy, you got kind of like too practical. I feel like you guys kind of, I'll be honest, like you guys disconnected a little bit from your higher self, like if you want me to be completely honest here. So right now, what's gonna bring you ultimate joy and ultimate happiness is gonna be a journey of reconciling these two. I hope I'm making sense here, because that's just the message. Then we have here the sun. I'm also getting, regardless of also how things are looking at the moment, you are actually entering a very happy stage of your life. Like seriously, even if you've been like feeling weird or numb or just disconnected, it's okay, because it's almost like it's almost like you're getting like rest that's necessary for you before you're gonna literally be reborn like this little baby. I think it will have to do a lot with also, you know, Jupiter and Pisces transit the year, but I'm just getting that you will soon be a lot happier. There's something also about children, so maybe for some of you there is like a topic of children that's gonna improve soon. But it's also you yourself with the sun really reconnecting to your soul, to your sparkle, to your joy, to your creativity perhaps even as well. Let's see what else for my dear Scorpios. Very interesting reading. I have here 8 of Swords, but you know what it is? The thing is, like, you're not seeing almost like your blessings maybe, or you're not seeing how, like, from the shitty point how you're feeling now, or from a not necessarily shitty but like weird detached point that you're feeling now, how will things ever get better? I think that you're with this, you know, with this 8 of Swords, you're like, oh, okay, whatever, this reading is sucks, it doesn't, you know, make sense. But I'm just getting that it's a matter of letting something go, like a release, which could be hard because you are like, you're feeling right now like you're in the dark and you're not like, it's not like you're helpless, but you don't feel like there's a lot of things that you can actually like control or influence, and you're just like, oh, whatever, I'm stuck here, so be it, kind of thing. But I think it's really gonna change soon. You're gonna change your perspective. All right, we have here the Queen of Wands reversed next to the Ace of Cups. Once again, a lot of you guys who are watching this would have Leo in your chart. I'm seeing specific position of Leo, but also whenever Leo comes up for Scorpio, it's also your career house, because you're, you know, if we go by whole house, normally, most likely, your midheaven is going to be in the sign of Leo. So there is something about your career, I think, aspirations that is not exactly at the place where you want it to be, which is, once again, it's okay. Try to see whether you're pushing some things or some projects, not to sound like basic, you know, spiritual, but it's true. Sometimes it's really ego driven. We want to prove a point. We want things to look certain way, because not even because we really want it, but because it makes us look certain way. So I think that there is certain movement that maybe has been blocked forward in your path because you've been kind of like pushing for a certain result because it's gonna make you feel or look certain way. And again, nothing wrong with this. I'm just getting with the Queen of Wands to make this energy upright. It's time for you to get back into your confidence. Like whatever things are taking place, you know, maybe like you've had situation where something you worked on didn't give, once again, the results you wanted, or maybe a relationship that you really hoped to pan out failed. I feel like if you, at this moment right now, not gonna let any outside circumstances take away from your confidence, from your faith in yourself, from your self-love, from your true power that, you know, nothing can take away, you are gonna see a major improvement. Because yes, with the Queen of Wands reverse, I feel like your chips maybe like literally been a bit down, or maybe it's been not at what you expected. You feel that maybe you're stripped of your power a little bit, like you're literally at the mercy of circumstances. But I think it's not going to be an energy that lasts. And why I say that, with the Ace of Cups here, I see that there is a new beginning emotionally. I think that for most of you guys, it's going to be a love that's going to really like give you faith in yourself again. Now, when I say love, I don't necessarily 100%, since it's a very general reading, mean that it's going to be like a person, like a lover. It could be, you know, sometimes, like, honestly, some of the people who uplifted me the most in my life were sometimes some of my friends. Like, I would meet a friend who would just, you know, be so loyal to me and so good to me that they would like bring my faith back in humanity. Or it could be, you know, some person who will really inspire you. I see with the Ace of Cups, the inspiration that maybe you felt like you were lacking, it was like not available to you, is gonna come back. You're gonna feel inspired again. You're gonna feel like, I'm seeing also like a message I'm getting is that for a lot of you, you're gonna be like this flower that came out of the mud. What are those? Lotus, right? Because here we see lotus flowers. It's like all your struggles that you've had in life are gonna bring you to a point where out of this mud, out of this, you know, like circumstances where no one saw you ever, you know, like no one was betting on you. Like, okay, that's the word I'm getting. No one is betting on you, and maybe that's discouraging. But I feel like you're gonna go from that space where no one is betting on you to a place where you're gonna be somehow transformed and healed. And in fact, I think it's not something that's happening in the future. I think it's happening right now. I just feel like some of you may not see that energy because the Eight of Swords came up. I'm also seeing that there is a person who is praying for you. This person who is praying for you, that's weird, has shed a lot of tears because of you. Now, I don't know if it's like an ex or if it's relative or it's someone who loves you, but there has been someone who's been, I'm seeing like they show me tears, which could also be connected with Gemini too, because there is one of these constellations that's represented right by the tear. But I'm seeing that it has to do with some person who's been really praying for you, for your healing, for your abundance, from your prosperity. And this person's tears, I think, has protected you and has helped you to basically like saved you in some way. I don't know, like sent you some kind of protection angel or something. And where was I going with this? So yeah, there is that. So there is a protection, yeah. And there is, it's interesting because tears is something, it's very important. I don't want to get too sidetracked here, but it's like, it's very powerful, like when tears show up in a prayer, because it has its own like spiritual also meaning here. So basically you're protected. There's been also someone who's been praying on you, for you. It could be even like a passed away person who's been like really like in heaven, also like, you know, asking on your behalf. Like that could be also the energy. And I also think that for you, one of the important healing stages coming up is going to be this energy where you're gonna start opening up emotionally again, start expressing yourself creatively again. I also see for a lot of you, to be honest, there's going to be a new love, new emotional experience that's really going to heal you, going to really help you. Let's see. Oh my God, Ace of Wands, 2 aces. You guys are entering a stage of new beginnings. So don't fret, don't worry, don't be too sad if things from the past have like not worked out, or if you've been feeling like there is not much interesting going on. I think that it's almost like right now you're, with all of this 4th house planets, you're in that stage where you're taking rest, like, but soon you are going to be presented with so many opportunities. There's going to be opportunities to create, there's going to be opportunities to fall in love, there's going to be opportunities to really also make sense of where you are going with this life, like make long-term plans, where you want to be, where do you see yourself like 2 years from now, how do you want your life, like, okay, whatever things happened in the past, they already happened, but where do you want to go from this point on? I think that, you know, myself included, people make a mistake where they spend too much time analyzing what happened. And yes, sometimes things happen, right? They really suck and you need to heal, you need proper guidance, you know, you need proper like specialists, maybe even at times, to help you process certain things that happen. But at the same time, I know this because I've done this myself. Very often we just sit and we spend so much time like overthinking, obsessing over every single detail that happened, while I think the mind needs to be more like in the future. And it's like thinking like, okay, that, like, let's just imagine everything is fucked up, everything sucks, but okay, like, are we gonna forever be discussing how things suck, or are we gonna be like at least trying or attempting to create a different reality for the future? So like, I think you guys are gonna start, like, you're gonna heal from over analyzing maybe your past or whatever events happening in the present, and you're gonna start thinking more about the future, what the future holds for you. Okay, let's see what else. Oh my God, I cannot believe this. Like, guys, like, I cannot believe this. Ace of Swords, 6 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. I don't know what to say. You guys pulled all the 4 aces. I think you've had readings with me, guys, where you pulled like 2 aces or 3 aces. I think in your 2021 prediction you pulled either 2 or 3 aces, I don't remember, but I've never had a reading, I think, with anyone who pulled 4 aces. You literally pulled Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. I've never seen this ever before. I think that it's undeniable that you guys are gonna start like a whole new chapter of your life. And this is what I talked about. It's interesting. It's funny that when I did the 2021 prediction for Scorpio, which is like in my membership community where I do like 1 hour long reading of transits and, you know, tarot, if you want, check it out. But it's like, I talked about this. I was like, you guys are starting the best chapter of your life. But it's funny because now I actually start seeing this coming up. So whenever you watch this, very soon after this, I feel like there's going to be opportunities for healing and love. There is going to be opportunities for creativity, for new beginnings in general, like energetic renewal. There is going to be opportunities with the Ace of Swords as well, for opportunities for like just mental clarity, like coming out of that place where you've been stuck and unclear what's coming, where are you going in your life, to the place where you start seeing clearly. You're finally gonna have victory. Like if you've been feeling like kind of like, you know, with the Ace of Wands reverse, sort of like, you know, Ace of not Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands reverse is a bit of like a loser. Like, sorry, like some people might have literally felt this way. Like maybe that's not no one told you that, but you've been feeling that way. I feel like you're gonna, you know, get up. Like this is in a way, Queen of Wands reverse is a bit of this energy where you felt defeated. I see you coming out of that, becoming victorious again. With the Ace of Swords here, there is victory that soon is going to be yours. There is going to be also a forgiveness. There is going to be a forgiveness towards some kind of major masculine energy in your life, which doesn't have to be like a lover or husband or whatever, wife. I mean, like, you got what I'm saying. Like, it could be maybe like a father, grandfather, uncle. Maybe even, honestly, for some of you, this has to do with the ancestral line. It doesn't have to be even anyone that you had direct contact with. There could be some kind of ancestor who I think there's been a disconnect. I think it's paternal for some people here. But it, of course, general reading could be even maternal, but there's been some kind of masculine figure, most likely in your paternal side, that you've disconnected with. For what reason, I have no idea. It's too difficult to see here. But there's going to be some kind of forgiveness, and you will start feeling masculine energy becoming like better in your life, improved. And you know, like if you've ever been to like healers who work with like your body energies and stuff, they probably have told you that there is something, some kind of disbalance on the masculine side. So for those of you who have heard this before, this message for you. But I see like you're gonna forgive someone, and there is going to be like a big rise after that point as well. And of course we have Ace of Pentacles too, which is like new opportunities financially. I think that you guys been improving financially. It's gonna only keep improving, and there is some opportunity also that's coming in your life financially, which is also gonna really set you like on a different trajectory. So you're walking like this, but I feel like you like there's something I think you are not even considering yet, and it makes sense, right? Because this fish card as well came up before for you. It's gonna be like maybe even you will like meet new people, create new friendships, enter some kind of new community where, you know, people are gonna just teach you some new skills you didn't have, or like open your mind to something you didn't consider. And I think what's really interesting as well is that Mars is gonna be conjunct North Node. I think it's late March, early April, which is the ruling planet of Scorpio. So get ready. I think it, you know, it once again, it's not really a timing type of video, but I'm just getting that, you know, it's like be ready for a rise, basically. You know, you've been going through a transformation already for a while, since 2020, even before. But I think in 2021, there is that accelerated speed and growth. And like, I'm just like super excited for all the Scorpios, because 4 aces, guys, this is like a new beginning on steroids. So don't fret if things ended, if things didn't work out, whatever. People weren't maybe like, you know, at your work, somebody else got a promotion, you didn't, somebody left you, chose someone else. Like all that shit doesn't matter. I'm just getting that you are entering the best. All the best is yet to come, you know. You felt defeated before, maybe even like since like the last few months were kind of weird of 2020 for Scorpio, so it wasn't bad, but it was a bit weird. But it's like all the best is yet to come. I'm excited. Empress, and I think that you are really starting to attract superior abundance into your life, like things that honestly you didn't even know were possible for you. Honestly, this is like you see yourself, like all the cards, like the only negative card I think was like Eight of Swords and Queen of Wands was reversed, but it's like, not to say that there is negative cards, but you know what I mean. Queen of Pentacles, yeah, this is money, this is abundance, prosperity. You will be moving to like a much better house, I'm seeing for a lot of you. You will really like put your roots down in a place where you will really feel at home, will be like very proud of. What comes with love? Oh my goodness, I cannot believe this, guys. The Emperor next to the Eight of Cups. The moment you walk away from things that are not honoring you and accept that the recycle that ended, I also see, my dear Scorpios, will finally manifest a person who is complete match for you. Like, I've been doing Scorpio readings forever now, but honestly, like, I knew that the readings for Scorpios were going to be very positive this year when I did, once again, your 2021 prediction, because I was just mind blown how, you know, positive the energy was with, you know, with transits and with like just overall direction as well. But with the Emperor next to the Empress, you guys are also like, that's it. I really think that you are on a path to attract a person on the same vibration, on the same like level as you are. Emperor to the Empress with the 4 aces here, this just looks amazing. Like I'm super excited, you know, about this, and I really feel also for you spring is gonna be an important time. So one thing, once again, we did have the King of Diamonds right here. One thing I just want to suggest to Scorpios is when you start, let's say, dating someone new or start something, do not tell many people, like keep things a bit concealed. Yeah, that's the only thing I want to recommend. Other than that, you guys are entering the best stage of your life. There is this Emperor that's, I feel like, is going to be someone that's going to come towards you. I feel like it's springtime, but it doesn't have to be. And if you are already dating someone, I think that the person you're with now, if they really are showing up as the Emperor, could be actually like the one. Anyway, we're gonna take this to the extended to learn more about this Emperor, and also we're gonna look in depth for each of the aces. What are the new beginnings coming to your life? Who is this Emperor that you are either already with or who is coming to you soon? So we're gonna take a look at everything in depth. The link to the extended reading is gonna be down below. Hope to see you guys there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you all. Don't forget to subscribe to my new astrology channel, and I hope to see you there too, and we'll talk soon. Bye guys.